Every day in recovery is a gift, not because it's easy, not because it's comfortable, not because it's free of pain, temptation, or struggle. Every day in recovery is a gift because it is earned, it is fought for, it is claimed in a world that once tried to convince you that you didn't deserve tomorrow. This gift is not wrapped in perfection. It doesn't arrive quietly or gently. It shows up bruised, scarred, sometimes shaking, but it shows up, and that alone makes it powerful. There was a time when days blurred together, when mornings were something to fear instead of something to face, when waking up meant inventorying regret, shame, damage, and loss before your feet ever hit the floor. There was a time when the idea of living one full day present, honest, and awake felt impossible. But here you are, breathing, standing, still in the fight. That is not luck, that is strength. Every day in recovery is a gift because it represents a choice. A decision made over and over again, often in silence, often unseen. A choice to stay. A choice to keep going when quitting would be easier. A choice to believe, sometimes against all evidence, that your life is worth the work it takes to rebuild it. People talk about turning points like they are single moments, like lightning strikes that change everything in an instant. But recovery isn't built in a moment. It's built in days, one day stacked on another, one decision layered on top of the last, one hard-earned gift at a time. This gift doesn't come with guarantees. It doesn't promise comfort or applause. Some days, the gift is nothing more than surviving. Some days, it's getting out of bed. Some days, it's choosing not to disappear. And that counts. That matters. In a culture obsessed with milestones and finish lines, recovery teaches a different truth. The day you are in is enough. The fact that you are still here is enough. Every day in recovery is a gift because it gives you access to something you were once cut off from: yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, your memories, your capacity to feel joy without needing to escape it and pain without needing to numb it. That kind of presence is terrifying at first, raw, exposed, but it is also the birthplace of real freedom. You don't heal by avoiding the fire. You heal by walking through it and realizing you are still standing on the other side. There will be days when this gift feels heavy, days when the weight of past choices presses down on your chest, days when guilt whispers that it's too late, that you've ruined too much, that you don't deserve this second chance. Those voices are lies, loud lies, convincing lies, but lies all the same. Recovery is not about erasing the past. It's about refusing to let the past decide your future. Every day you stay committed, you prove that your story is still being written. This gift gives you time to make amends, time to rebuild trust, time to learn how to sit with discomfort instead of running from it, time to develop discipline, resilience, and self-respect, time to become someone you can look in the mirror and recognize again. Time is the most underrated miracle in recovery, because time, when used with intention, changes everything. Every day in recovery is a gift because it allows you to show up for your family, for your community, for people who once gave up hope that you would ever come back to yourself. But most importantly, it allows you to show up for you. Not the version of you shaped by chaos and survival, but the version of you that is learning how to live. The version that can dream again without fear of disappointment. The version that understands that worth is not something you earn, it's something you reclaim. This gift is fragile. It demands protection. It requires boundaries. It asks you to be ruthless about what you allow into your life and honest about what needs to leave. Not everyone gets access to you anymore. Not every environment deserves your presence. That's not arrogance, that's survival. Recovery teaches you that peace is not passive. It is defended daily through choices that may look boring to the outside world, but are revolutionary to the person making them. Some days, the gift looks like gratitude. Other days, it looks like endurance. There will be mornings when you wake up energized and clear-headed, ready to take on the world. And there will be mornings when the only victory is not giving up. Both count. Both matter. Recovery is not about feeling good all the time. It's about staying aligned even when you don't. Every day in recovery is a gift because it proves that change is possible. Not theoretical change, not motivational poster change, real, gritty, unglamorous change. The kind that happens when you keep choosing responsibility over escape, honesty over denial, growth over comfort. You are living evidence that people are not fixed, that identities are not prisons, that the worst chapter of your life does not get the final word. This gift also comes with responsibility to yourself, to the people who walk this path alongside you, to those who are still struggling and watching from a distance, wondering if freedom is real or just a story people tell. Your existence in recovery matters more than you realize. Sometimes hope doesn't come from speeches or advice. Sometimes it comes from watching someone simply stay. There will be moments when you forget that this is a gift, when routine dulls your awareness, when the miracle becomes background noise. That's human. But don't confuse familiarity with insignificance. Just because recovery becomes your normal doesn't mean it stops being extraordinary. You once prayed for the life you now get to live. Don't let complacency rob you of perspective. Every day in recovery is a gift because it reconnects you to purpose. Not a grand abstract purpose, but a lived one. The purpose of becoming reliable, becoming present, becoming someone who keeps their word, even when no one is watching. That kind of integrity changes how you move through the world. It changes how you see yourself. It builds a foundation that no relapse, no setback, no bad day can erase. You will stumble. You will doubt. You will question whether the effort is worth it. Let those moments come, but don't let them stay. Recovery is not a straight line, but it is a forward one. Even when progress feels slow, you are still moving. Even when growth feels invisible, it is still happening. Seeds don't look like forests until they do. This gift gives you the ability to feel pride without shame attached to it, to celebrate progress without minimizing it, to say, I am proud of myself, and mean it. That matters more than you've been taught to believe. Self-respect is not a luxury. It's a requirement for lasting change. Every day in recovery is a gift because it brings you back into relationship with reality, with consequences, with joy, with grief, with love. It teaches you that you don't have to escape life to survive it. You can face it, you can handle it, you can live it fully, messy, unpredictable, and real. This gift does not promise an easy life. It promises an honest one. And honesty is powerful. Honesty builds trust. Honesty builds connection. Honesty builds a life that doesn't require hiding. That kind of freedom is worth fighting for every single day. When you wake up tomorrow, remember this. You are not starting over from nothing. You are starting from experience, from resilience, from hard-earned wisdom. You are carrying every lesson that pain taught you and using it to build something better. That is not weakness. That is transformation. Every day in recovery is a gift because it gives you another chance to choose differently, to respond instead of react, to pause instead of spiral, to build instead of burn. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to stay committed to the direction you're moving. There are people who will never understand how much strength it takes to live this way. That's okay. This journey isn't about being understood. It's about being alive, fully alive, present, accountable, awake. Protect this gift, honor it. Don't waste it chasing approval or replaying regrets. Use it to become someone you respect. Use it to create a life that feels worth staying for. Use it to prove to yourself, most of all, that you are capable of more than survival. Every day in recovery is a gift, and today that gift is yours.